A guy took a job doing overnight work in a home, clearing out the personal items of a couple who had died under strange conditions. The whole time he worked there, he kept feeling like someone was watching him. So he started filming his shifts to see if he could catch anything unusual. On this particular night, things took an unexpected and eerie turn. The footage shows something truly unsettling that's hard to explain away, while some viewers think it might have just been air currents moving things around the house. It's really difficult to determine what actually caused the events we see in this video. The mystery of what happened in that house that night remains unsolved.
No quiero que vean, estoy ahorita en el baño de... El pedo ahorita es que estoy... Bueno, acabo de terminar de hacer el baño y pues estaba todo normal, pero ahorita están ruidos raros y se está tocando la puerta, pero quiero que vean que pues no hay nada. Vean, ahí está mi reflejo, pero vean de este lado, pues aquí no hay nada. Vean, acá tampoco, vean, aquí tampoco hay nada. Aquí pues tampoco. Y acá el lugar es bastante pequeño y está mi reflejo. Pero a ver, uy. ¿Escucharon? ¿Escucharon? No hay nada.
First, we can hear some strange noises, as if someone was hitting something. This is when Axel begins his video and starts investigating all the stalls. Then, in one of them, you can see a pale and creepy face. It's barely visible through the small space of the door, but when he looks inside, there's nobody there, which makes Axel believe that this could have been a ghost, perhaps. It is unknown if it was just editing or if somebody had played a prank on him, but he was pretty startled after experiencing this. What do you think happened here?
The following recordings stem from CCTV cameras, and originally nobody saw anything strange. It was on second glance that security guards at two different locations noticed that something seemed off. And they should not be the only people that noticed that there seemed to be something going on that might not have been fully explainable. Well, let's see. This next capture has been shared by Laila Munoz, and it was originally discovered by a security guard that realized that something really strange was going on. Apparently there was a child standing on the parking lot when a car arrives, and then the weirdness begins. It is suddenly gone, vanished into thin air. And it appears that we can see it here the first time. And the driver must have seen it too, because he couldn't believe his eyes. He actually gets out of the car and gives it a second look. He wants to know where that kid went, but he's without luck. Now, what happened here? Was it the spirit of a child that was just standing there? If it was a real person, how could he just vanish? There's so much weird stuff going on in that video, I really don't know what's up with that. And speaking of weird CCTV recordings, there's another security camera tape that has been sent by Fabian. And he said that this guard also had no idea why there was a shadowy and semi-transparent figure on the tape after rewatching what had happened. Now you tell me, is that just a CCTV artifact that sometimes occurs? Or is there also something paranormal to it? After the first recording, we all should be aware that there could be more to it than we might first think.
The following two officers were apparently called to patrol an old school building because the janitor was hearing and seeing pretty scary things there, alone at night. As the night went on, things really started to get strange.
Sí, boludo, hace un resfrío. Pero acá parece que hace más frío porque dice cuando hace frío que es por algo, digamos. ¿Dónde escuchas, boludo? Acá hay ruido en toda la escuela. Pero sí, boludo, escuchate. ¿Ves a escuchar? ¿Escuchás, boludo? ¿No escuchás? Nada, boludo. Por acá era. Boludo, ¿viste, boludo? ¿Viste eso? Ah, boludo. Aguantá, boludo, aguantá. Aguantá.
They had no explanation for all these odd occurrences. Could it be that the building was haunted? A security worker filmed this while doing a routine check around the house. During her walk, she caught what looked like someone in one of the rooms.
And that goes...
The video clearly shows a person's head, but here's the strange part. When she went to look, nobody was there. She searched the whole area, but found it completely empty. They wonder if perhaps a former owner was visiting from the spirit realm. Late one night, a police officer's camera captured something unsettling at a local preschool. The incident began when concerned neighbors reported seeing figures moving inside the building well past closing hours. Officers arrived to investigate and conducted a thorough search of the premises. Finding no one inside, they prepared to leave. That's when one officer's camera picked up an unusual sight through the window.
Over there?
No. That.
What is that?
No, it's like a pregnant.
Oh no, it's like something hanging. There's something hanging right there.
Where's the swing?
The thing's over there. Like,
Point at it, because I can't see it.
A dark, shadowy form moving within one of the classrooms. To this day, the footage remains unexplained. What exactly did the camera capture in that empty preschool classroom? Now we dive into the unsettling encounters of Security 1275, who's sharing his experiences during his nightly shifts as security guard at a local cemetery in Georgia. And there have been a lot of really creepy encounters taking place, to say the least. It all started with a random clip uploaded to his account, on which he was sharing some pretty eerie activity that he experienced, as something seemed to be in the building with him.
So, I'm actually hearing something banging on the door. I'm hoping I'm going to catch this son of a bitch. Bear with me, guys. Okay, I'm back. Door was open again. Hello, security!
And after sharing this encounter, Josh, the security guard, uploaded another recording in which we can see him on a routine checkup before encountering something really odd that night.
Hey, kid! Kid! I don't know where he went. This kid's running from me. Kid! Holy God. Where went?
Certainly not your usual security encounter. The kid refused to turn around and kept walking, only to just vanish entirely. Josh didn't know what to do at the time and let the encounter go. Although he was quite baffled, he never found out where the kid went, which is a pretty big mystery for sure. But the night was about to get stranger.
This is supposed to be the most haunted cemetery in Savannah, and I am chasing a kid right now. I will not be going down that way. We just took this job like 2 days ago through the city. This is ridiculous. Somebody has definitely been walking behind me. I'm not sure. I just saw some tourists from Ohio, told them that the place closes at 10. I'm about to head back over there, but I don't know. We've got somebody that's going to be buried here tomorrow, so I'll be doing an escort. Right now I'm just...
Josh completely missed this mysterious shadow at the time, and it was one of his viewers to point out its existence. The boy we saw earlier was still at large. However, it appears unlikely that he was the one that we are seeing here. Was it a ghost? Or perhaps somebody trespassing? Let's jump a few nights forward, in which Josh was posting another update.
Okay, I've got my taser out now, y'all, just to be aware. Jesus Christ.
After this night, he was spooked out enough to not further document about all these strange encounters for a few nights, but he felt the need to pick his camera back up, as in this particular night he was called up to check on one of his younger and new officers who wasn't responding to his calls anymore.
I was gonna come by and check on him, and I can't get him to answer the phone. So this is a good time. If you see anything, this would be a good little video because I had no intentions of coming out here. I went up and checked on the other side, and I just don't know where the hell he's at, and he's not answering his phone. So I hope whatever was messing with me in my older videos did not get him. I was actually just going to come by and check on him, make sure he was 10-4. But a funny story is, he said that he had PD out here earlier because he saw what looked to be a little girl was in the hallway when he drove by. When he went back, he didn't find anybody.
A bit strange for sure, but since his co-worker couldn't document any of this, some people say that it might have been just paranoia or his colleague getting a bit too nervous. and starting to see and hear things, which doesn't sound too outlandish to me. Anyways, we jump forward a few days until Josh updates us with the following material.
What is going on? I'm basically just securing all this stuff right now. Just making sure there's nobody in here. Anybody in here? Hello? Yeah, but listen, you got to get out of here. You're going to have to come talk to me, okay? Where you at? I can't see you. You're correct, so you need to come out, okay? You guys hear this? This is broad daylight. I don't know where this kid is. Where are you?
This all had gotten so weird that Josh decided to file a police report about these incidents, since he wasn't sure if somebody was playing pranks or maybe something more serious was going on. And apparently, a police officer came and checked the area out himself. Based on Josh's story, the officer could capture some of this phenomena himself on body camera, but unfortunately, it hasn't been made public.
So what is up, you guys? So my security officer that I'm supposed to have here tonight, he came in and turned everything in today. He quit. So I'm actually hearing something banging on the door. I'm hoping I'm going to catch this son of a bitch. Bear with me, guys. Okay, I'm back. Door was open again. Hello, security. Okay. I don't know how they keep opening these. Hello. Yeah. Hey, you need to come out. I'm not playing anymore. I don't know where these people are or where. Jesus Christ. All right, guys. There was somebody standing in the corner. I just saw that when my video uploaded, and what? The lights are flickering on and off. Hang on a second, guys. So, don't know what's going on here, but I'm about to check this out. Okay, guys. I'm really not sure what's going on here. Nope. Yeah, I'm done. This is some spooky going on here. Nope. This is why my security officer quit. Just so y'all can be witness here, I'm checking out. I'm getting here. This is my day off. I hear leaves crickling. Nope. There was a kid standing. Somebody was standing right over here when I walked right past them to the left. So what is going on, you guys? I hightailed it out of there. Don't know what that was. There was absolutely no switches in that place to turn lights on. Don't know why they were flickering. So right now I'm at the Jim Williams house.
Whatever this haunting is seems to get stronger and stronger. However, Josh didn't upload any updates on this creepy activity for a few weeks after this, and it is suspected that he needed to take a little breather from all of this. The night of this recording, however, he had to share what he saw.
So what is going on, you guys? There is a red truck out here. And the chapel lights just came on. Hello? Hey, look, if you're just out here with me, you're fixing to end up in jail, you understand? So where are you? Nope, I'm getting out of here. Get done with it, man. Nope, 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 nope. Hell to the no. Somebody's out here with me, or this is some scary. I ain't doing this garbage no more.
And this is where Josh's saga of all the paranormal encounters on the cemetery come to an end. Sadly, some say that he quit the job shortly after, while others think that he might have grown bored of staging all these videos. Well, whatever the answer, his case is one of the most infamous ones when it comes to eerie security footage for sure, and rightly so.
The following video was captured by Cordis Ospina 14, and it is raising quite a few eyebrows lately. It was recorded by a young person who went outside on the street to play with their little son and their rabbit, when something rather strange happened. A pair of legs is running by on the right side of the screen. People wonder why we don't see the rest of the body. Is it just a strange effect? Maybe a prank of some sorts? Some editing? Or are we looking at a ghost sighting here? The weird thing is that it seems to have a shadow, so I'm really unsure at what we are looking at here. Let me hear your thoughts. Strange for sure.
The following video was posted by a young man who states that in this recording he came across something really unsettling. Apparently he had heard strange noises lately that, for whatever reason, seemed to occur after dark. He was just about to call his night when he felt that something wasn't right. He states, "Going upstairs to bed and felt scared all of a sudden. This really freaked me out." He wasn't sure what he saw that night, but if we take a better look, one could think that a creepy face is lurking out from the left lower corner in the other room. He was alone that night, so whatever this thing is wasn't supposed to be there. Are we looking at a ghost here, or do you have a better explanation? This man just recently moved into his new home. When strange noises started to occur, he decided to document the happenings. What kind of creature could the man capture here? A strange incident in a local park caught the attention of both police and public alike. What began as a routine call turned into something that would leave even veteran officers scratching their heads. Late at night, when the park should have been still and silent, the exercise equipment seemed to have found an invisible user. The metal bars could be heard clanking against each other, moving on their own in the darkness. The sight was so bizarre that several officers pulled out their phones to record it. You can clearly hear the metallic sounds as the equipment moves back and forth, but there's nobody there. The police were completely baffled by what they witnessed. After all, it's not every day you see gym equipment working out by itself in the dead of night. Was this just an elaborate prank set up to fool local law enforcement? Now, let's turn our attention to another intriguing incident captured by an officer monitoring a different inmate. It would appear that the inmate on screen had a visitor at the time. a child seemed to materialize behind the inmate. The officers were left in disbelief as they watched this unfold live on screen. A thorough search of the cell revealed nothing, leaving the prison staff to wonder if they had just witnessed something truly paranormal. This clip was recorded by a woman who was preparing her latest video for her channel. Spending the weekend in her parents' house in South America, the girl made the best out of the situation and was using her mom's laptop for this recording. The house had no paranormal backstory as far as I could find out. So the following events transpired out of nowhere and to the total surprise of the woman. As she keeps telling a story about her personal life, the first odd occurrence unfolds in the background. She checks every corner in her parents' bedroom. After not finding anything strange, she decides to return to her laptop. Was it a poltergeist that took over her parents' house? The following team was investigating an urban legend that was saying that unexplainable phenomena and sightings were captured by several local residents in a deserted school building. Equipped with a night camcorder and what appears to be even heavy weaponry, they definitely are really serious about this venture. After they were checking the premises for several minutes, they can hear strange sounds and hissing noises from one of the corridors. One of the men seems to get distracted by something unearthly that appears to make its way towards the crew. The horrifying thing about this though, the creature is crawling on the ceiling. People say that it looks pretty similar to the rake. Could it be that these men were actually haunting said creature that lives on in many tales and legends around the world? A video by a user who states that they were getting ready to start their night shift on a ship in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. It was very late already. However, they heard a pretty unsettling noise in the distance, which they couldn't track down exactly, but in their opinion it must have originated from the depths of the sea.
Yo, that's instantaneous, bro. Oh, I gotta watch my step out here, man. God. Where are you? Oh, that's over here. Wait, no, now it's there. Yo! I can't hear it. Oh. That one echoed a lot. That one echoed from the other side. That one came from over here. Can you something. Give me a face. Give me a tail. Let me know I'm not crazy. It's the same freaking pitch, same sound and everything. Like, this is crazy. I heard it. I heard it. I hear it. Oh my God. That's crazy. That's nuts.
Some believe that it could have been a siren, whilst others assume it to be from a sea animal. Could this be?
The following video was shared by a young man who was out one evening to investigate the story of an abandoned and also apparently haunted asylum located in Broby, Sweden. Many people have found their end in there. It is said that several ghosts still roam this old building, and the young man went out to see if this was actually the case. After this blood-curdling scream, the young man filming seems to be capturing a shadow person that can briefly be seen escaping through the door. Could that be possible? Did they capture something from a different time? Or was this just a trick of the eye? Even if so, where did that creepy scream come from? Who can say? This is a recording from a surveillance camera in an older apartment complex. We will see 3 residents entering an elevator at different times and on different floors. The camera seems to pick up something else though, which appears to be waiting in one of the corners of the elevator. As the first lady exits the elevator, we can't really pick up anything that would look out of place. Shortly after, a second person calls the elevator up to the 4th floor. He enters and makes his way down to the 1st floor. While this is taking place, a lady on the 2nd floor is calling for the elevator next. Notice how a humanoid shape all of a sudden is now standing in the corner of the elevator. It travels up to the 2nd floor, ready for the lady to step in. It appears to be empty at this point. She takes it down to the 1st floor, and the humanoid shape is gone. Pretty curious, isn't it?